Hello and welcome back. Today is Friday, May 16th. I have your three best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is day 27 of the NBA playoffs, and we get a game 6 here tonight on ESPN at 7 o'clock. We get Boston versus the Knicks, 211 over under. Knicks 2-point favorite here at home. They lead the series 3-2, and I think the Boston Celtics, hate to say it, I think the Boston Celtics win this game here tonight. I think the Celtics have kind of figured it out, addition by subtraction with the Tatum, even though Tatum is incredible. I think having Jaylen Brown just attack the offense and how he looked that last game, he was in the paint the whole time, the driving kicks to all the guys around the three-point line. Boston has all those snipers all around him. They look deadly in that last game. I'm excited for this matchup. I'm excited to see how Jalen Brunson responds after getting fouled out late in that game. You know he's going to bounce back in a massive way here tonight. Excited for these games. We had a great game last night. We had game 6, then we get a game 7. We might be getting 2 game 7s here this weekend. I cannot wait. Before we jump into today's 3 plays, we got to recap yesterday's action and yesterday in the NBA. End up going 1-2 in best bets. If you just watched the video, I know I was proclaiming to take the tail fade, and that's the only bet that I hit yesterday. It was in the comment section, 40.5 points rebounds. We needed it late, and we needed the Jokic, the Joker, to come in late for us in that one, because the other 2 plays fell pretty much short. Isaiah Hartenstein, he didn't really get much run the last 5 minutes of the game. He was in foul trouble. He was at 8 and 6 for the longest time and didn't go back out there for the remainder of the game. They were down big. They needed Chet to shoot the threes. They didn't really need Isaiah Hartenstein late in the game. Probably will be a game 7 play. And then Aaron Gordon, hand up, I might be done taking Aaron Gordon. He had a hamstring injury, it looks like. He was really favoring his hamstring the whole second half of that. He did not look like himself like he was in the normal playoff games. That's something to monitor going forward for this massive Game 7. Jokic, like I said, incredible game. Took till late free throws. We got lucky with the late game free throws to cash the over for his points, assists on the tail or fade. But the other 2, like I said, I think Aaron Gordon, that one was not going to hit, but Isaiah Hartenstein, I'm a little upset because late in the game, he didn't play late in the game, but overall, 2 in one day after 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. I'm looking for a 3-0 sweep, but I'm excited for this Game 7. It's crazy that the line, I think it opened up at 7.5 for OKC at home. From looking at this matchup, I definitely think OKC is going to win this Game 7, even though I have a future on the Nuggets to win it all. I think OKC is the younger team here, back at home. I think Aaron Gordon's definitely hurt, and the Denver Nuggets just can't keep losing players. But watch Jamal Murray go Captain Insano mode again. But that's enough about yesterday's game. Today's a fresh new day. I got 3 brand new plays for us here today. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, former Finals MVP. He looked incredible in the last game matchup here. You're probably thinking he's going to be going over his point totals. It's going to be easy. But I'm looking at something I thought he looked incredible at yesterday, and which was his playmaking. They let Jaylen Brown just work his way in the paint. They let him back down his defender, and if they sent the double, he easily kicked out for a pass. And he had an incredible game passing-wise and rebounding-wise, and that's Jaylen Brown to go over 13.5 rebounds, assists, coming in -115 on DraftKings. One for his last 5, not been the best, but why I love this so much is no Tatum this year, no problem for Jaylen Brown. 67% hit rate this season without Jason Tatum in the lineup, averaging 13.8 rebounds, assists. Last 2 playoff games this season, over 2 for his last 2. Had 15 against the Orlando Magic and then just had 20 in the most recent game. Like I said, 2 for his last 2 in the playoffs, averaging 17.5 rebounds, assists. I think this number has jumped up since I wrote all of this down, so I think it's -120 right now. I still really like this overall. Game 5 had 20 rebounds, assists in that game, 12 assists. He was doing that, like I just said. He was rocking in the paint. He was backing down Jalen Brunson. Yes, he was being aggressive and shooting the ball, but once the Knicks were like, hey, we're not going to let Jaylen Brown continue to do what he's doing, and they tried walling him, he had 12 assists in the matchup in that game, had 8 rebounds in the game overall, and the potential rebounds, assists in that game were incredible. 18 potential assists and 16 rebound chances. That's something you love to see. He blew the number out of the water with 20, even with the potential rebounds, assists, and he could have even blown it out. Could have easily gotten a triple-double in that matchup last game overall. Game 2, played 37 minutes in Game 5, returning from dealing with a little hamstring. So I love the intensity, and him playing 37 minutes in the game makes me happy. He's not injured or anything. Without Tatum, averaging 11 potential assists per game and 13 potential rebound chances this season. So in each game, he has the opportunity for 11 and 13. So an easy triple-double option for him today. I think today he's easily going to have another 35 plus minutes. They're going to give them the keys to the offense. He had a 34% usage rate in the second half. Overall, they give Jaylen Brown the ball, put a bunch of shooters around him, and just let him orchestrate the offense. And I think they're going to do that again here today. I have him projected at 14 rebounds, assists in this matchup. I have him at 7 rebounds and 7 assists in this game. Last 2 playoff games without Tatum, 15 and 20 rebounds, assists. Game 5 had potential of 18 and 16 rebound, 18 potential assists, 16 rebound chances, 67% hit rate this season without Tatum in the lineup. They're going to need another massive Jaylen Brown game here today. So give me Jaylen Brown to go over 13.5 rebounds, assists, coming in -115. On DraftKings, shook up to my second play of the day for the other side of the ball here, and they need this man to not get any stupid fouls in this matchup. And no, I'm not talking about Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson's going to be fine in this matchup. That's Karl-Anthony Towns. He had a lot of ridiculous fouls here. They need Big Purr at home here to have a massive game. You have guarding Luke Cornett and Al Horford on you in this matchup. I think he's going to take this one a little personally. He's a better home player than he is on the road. So give me Karl-Anthony Towns to go over 20.5 points, coming in -110. On DraftKings, he's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 19.6 points per game. 5 for his last 7 against the Knicks, averaging 22.2 points per game. With the last 7 games, him getting 24, 34, 14, 21, 21, 23, and 19 points. I wouldn't play this higher than 20.5. I wish I could get 20.5, but it's -140. I don't like to offer plays at -140 to you guys in the video. -135 is pretty much the lowest I'll go, unless it's like -136, 7, or 8. But -140 is where I normally tail off and find a different play. But over 20.5, why I love it so much is 60% hit rate at home in these playoffs, averaging 18.8. With the last 2 games against the Celtics at home, he had 21 and 23 points in both of those matchups. 55% hit rate these playoffs overall, averaging 19.6. 68% hit rate this season at home, the whole regular season, averaging 23.5. So he's always been a better home player than he has been on the road. Overall, only played 29 minutes in the most recent game due to a lot of foul trouble in that matchup. Whole 6 minutes less than he has been all playoffs. This game's going to be massive. Tibbs is going to let him get plenty of run, even with the foul trouble here today, and only had 11 field goal attempts in that matchup. He's averaging 15 per game. He had finished the game with 19 points, and you're telling me he had 4 less shot opportunities in this matchup and played 6 less minutes. I think today he can easily get an extra shot or 2 with those extra playing times and more field goal attempts that he should be getting. It's going to be frustrating. Karl-Anthony Towns makes some ridiculous fuck-up fouls. You're going to see some ridiculous fouls. You're going to be like, why the fuck did I bet this guy on his point total over? But I think today he's going to be aggressive in the paint, having Luke Cornett having a game now, feeling out how Boston's going to play him defensively. I've projected at 21 plus points in this game, so squeaking the over on this overall. Why I love it at home in this matchup. They need him. Played 6 less minutes than he normally has, took 4 less shots than he normally does, and he still finished the game with 19 plus points. I think today he gets past that 20, get to that 21 point mark. So give me Karl-Anthony Towns to go over 20.5 points, coming in -110 on DraftKings. To jump into my third and final play of the day. Going back to the Celtics side of the ball here. This guy off the bench played a lot of minutes for the Celtics team. It seems like they're punting on Kristaps Porzingis here overall, moving Payton Pritchard into the starting lineup, and we're going to be pushing Payton Pritchard looked really good, played the most minutes, second most minutes on the team, tied the most shots for the team. So I think Payton Pritchard's going to have a great game here overall. So give me Payton Pritchard to go over 17.5 points, assists, coming in -120 on FanDuel. He's only gotten this over 2 for his last 5, but why I love this so much is 58% hit rate this season without Tatum, and why I love it even more is, like I said, played the second most minutes. He played 39 minutes in Game 5. When Payton Pritchard plays 35 minutes in a game, he gets the over 89% of the time. Love the opportunity here on the court. Last 5 games without Tatum in the lineup, averaging 25.4 points, assists. Played the second most minutes and tied Jaylen Brown with the most shot attempts. He took 17 in the game. He only had 3 assists in the game, but the potential assists were at 8, so even higher potential. I think it's like a positive regression here, or whatever the real term is, but I think today he's going to get quite a few more assists, like potential of 8 in that game, but only finished with 3. I think that number is going to get a little higher in this matchup. Love the shot volume. Like I said, tied 17 field goal attempts in that matchup. It's him, Derek White, and Jaylen Brown are the only 3 people on offense that can create for them, and they're going to be leaning heavy on these 3 in this matchup. And when Payton Pritchard takes 14-plus shots in a game, he gets the over 100% of the time. You heard me that correctly. When he gets 14 shots in a game, he's 100 for 100. That's 20 for his last 20 games when he takes 14-plus shots. 100% hit rate. 2 for his last 2 against the Knicks when he takes 13-plus shots. And both of them were the most recent game, 2 of the overs in this matchup. I think this number should be closer to 20.5 because that's where I have him projected at. I think today, the shot volume, they need someone else to shoot. And like I said, he shot 6 for 17. I think today he might even splash a few more threes, might even get a few more assists in this matchup, and still finished with 20 points assists in Game 5. I think that number, he's going to blow it out of the water here today. 89% hit rate when he plays 35-plus minutes. Just played 39 minutes in the lineup. He has moved into the starting lineup. They move Al Horford to the center. They move Jaylen Brown to the 4. They move Derek White to the 3. And they move Holiday to the 2. And they push Payton Pritchard to the starting lineup. And he's not afraid to shoot any shots, which we love. Plenty of volume, 17 field goal attempts, 14 threes in the game, 3 assists with the 8 potential of 8. I think Payton Pritchard's set up for a great game here. So give me push and P. Payton Pritchard to go over 17.5 points, assists, coming in minus 120 on FanDuel. And those are my 3 plays here, looking to bounce back from yesterday's day. Overall, 1-2 day, brutal. 2-2 on the week. Hopefully today is a 3-0 sweep and we're on the other side of the ball today. Starting us off with Payton Pritchard over 17.5. Karl-Anthony Towns, big per. Don't get any stupid fucking fouls, man. I'm looking at you. No stupid fouls today. Come on. You had that one ridiculous one. I forget who, but they blew by him and he just grabbed him. I was like, just let him get the dunk. We need you late in the game, cat. And then we have Jaylen Brown over 13.5 rebounds, assists. He's going to be on his Magic Johnson. Maybe a little triple-double action for Jaylen Brown here today. Let me know down below what's your favorite play in this matchup. This game's going to be grit and grindy. 211 over-under. This over-under, I think, opened at 216. It has crept all the way down. This could be a grit and grind game. I cannot wait for this matchup. I think the Celtics are going to win. Let me know down below. Who do you think is going to win this matchup? Are we going to get 2 Game 7s? Because I believe so. While you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. Makes me know you like the content. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one. What a dramatic pause.